Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is February 25th, 2024, and welcome to the Grand Spring News Channel. Alright, guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. So, the leader of the Yellow and Blue Country releases first official UKR count. He's saying that we lost 31,000 in 2 years. 31,000 soldiers in 2 years. This is coming out from the leader of the Yellow and Blue Country. For the first time, he releases the count. How many yellow and blue soldiers lost in this biblical war against the bear? He came out and said 31,000. 31,000. 31,000 in 2 years. 31,000. He probably forgot to add another zero. Maybe he meant to say 310,000. That's my guess. 31,000 against the bear? Come on. Those who support the yellow and blue, again, my question to you is, do you agree with this number? 31,000 in 2 years. 31,000 in 2 years. You know how many times the bear has hammered the yellow and blue? I mean, with their T-160 bomber, making it rain fire on the yellow and blue infrastructure facility. It came to a point that Mr. Z, he wanted our young ones to put on the camouflage and fight the bear. 31,000. Guys, they have seniors wearing camouflage. Man. Because there's a shortage. So how in the world are you going to say we lost 31,000 in 2 years, but you forcing seniors to put on the camouflage? Women's to put on the camouflage? Because there's a shortage when it comes to troops. 31,000. Oh, man. One thing I tell you guys, lying is a sin. And you guys already know the devil, Satan, is the father of lies. We are seeing the dark forces following them footsteps. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. 31,000. We only lost 31,000 in 2 years. You know how incredible is that? That made WW1 and WW2 look like nothing. It's like this, guys. It's like Mr. Byrne winning November by getting 300 million votes. Well, Mr. Byrne won. He sets a record for 300 million votes. And the 4-5 only has 2 million. Man. Oh, man. We are definitely in perilous times and perilous man. The yellow and blue leader has pegged the yellow and blue capital total of the DATHS at only 31,000. Since the bear military offensive began 2 years ago, I'm laughing at the lies of those in the spotlight. Only 31,000. 31. Yellow and blue have been out in 2 years of the event with the Bear forces. The leader of the Yellow and Blue, Mr. Z, the man that supposedly inspired the entire world, according to the sleeping giant leader, Mr. Burns. Well, this man right here, Mr. Z, is saying, man, it's only 31,000. We still powerful. Yeah, we need some money, but we still powerful. They only took out 31,000. We took out 300,000. If that's the case, why are you still begging? All right, so speaking on Sunday in the country's yellow and blue capital, Mr. Z claimed that 31,000 had been out in the biblical war in 2 years, not in 1 day or 1 week. In 2 years, not 300,000, not 150,000, not whatever the Seafool Circle have been lying about, but nevertheless, each of these losses is a great sacrifice for us. Mr. Z offered no estimate to the number of the Yellow and Blue wounded or missing. He claimed tens of thousands of the DEATHs in areas occupied by the Bear forces, but he concealed that the precise figures weren't available. We don't know how many of our they KILLED. Now, certain names here I'm just gonna skip. There's a possibility the reason why he's saying this is so we could give him, some more ching ching and say, oh, 31,000? Oh, come on, man. Give that man some money. Only 31,000. We thought the entire forces were out. Mr. Z in his mind is like, they are out. So the purported toll marks the first official figure reported by the Yellow and Blue capital since the biblical war with the Bear began in February 2022. So this is the first time ever releasing the numbers, and they're saying 31,000. The Bear Defense Ministry has pegged that the Yellow and Blue troops losses at around 400,000. That sounds accurate. See, I put the number at 310,000, but 400,000, yeah. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I shared videos that the Yellow and Blue are in a shortage. And so they're using seniors and they're putting on the camouflage. There is a massive shortage when it comes to the age of 20 to 40. All right, so, and they're just going around and grabbing whoever they can, put them in a van and say, hey, put on the camouflage. If 31,000, if that number is accurate, why are you grabbing so many out in the street and putting them in a van, telling them to go on the front line? I mean, I'm just saying. This is why I don't look up to the Yellow and Blue. Now, a lot of people might look up to the Yellow and Blue, but man, you got to wake up. You got to definitely wake up. The Yellow and Blue, it's not the same Yellow and Blue. And those that is running the Yellow and Blue are not saints. They're not angels. Especially the one here that is trying to give them a whole bunch of what. They're not angels. They're not saints. Basically, they're not Christ-like. All right, so it says here, the Bear Defense Ministry has pegged that the Yellow and Blue is around 400,000, including more than 215,000 in 2023 alone. My goodness. Wow. That estimate was released last month before the Bear forces reportedly took out more than 1,500 of the Yellow and Blue while liberating the key in the Don region stronghold of that city last weekend. Now remember, guys, that city was a big victory for the Bear. They took that city, and there was a lot of Yellow and Blue forces that kind of lost their lives. The sleeping giant official told their sources last August that about 70,000 of the yellow and blue have been taken out, and as many as 120,000 have been impacted. Okay, so this is really sad. This is really sad. So you have the sleeping giant, who is the number one when it comes to ching ching sending to the yellow and blue. They put their number as 70,000, and then the yellow and blue is putting their number at 32,000. I mean, you guys ain't working together. I mean, guys, we get fired at our job if one person, look, if there's an inventory count, and let's say me and my friend is doing inventory count, and I count 40,000 and he counts 72,000, and our manager is like, you two just count the same box and is off, fired. You both fired. Get out of here. You guys can't do inventory right. You can't even again come to an agreement when it comes to numbers. The sleeping giant and the yellow and blue, they are way off on these numbers. Sleeping giant official told the source last August that about 70,000 of the yellow and blue were out. Today, Mr. Z is saying 32,000 or 31,000. Man, ain't you guys working together? I mean, Sleeping Giant, you sending a whole bunch of stuff to them. Oh, there you go. Someone is lying. Those same unidentified officials, once again, pegged that the bear is at 120,000 taken out and 180,000 impacted. Now, Sleeping Giant Capital estimated ratio was sharply at odds with the bear leader claim last June that the Yellow and Blue Country Capital was losing 10 times as many soldiers as the Bear Capital. Now, once again, you have the Sleeping Giant Intelligence Agency reportedly estimated 150,000 on each side in the first year of the Biblical War. This is just twisted, confusing. Here's the thing, guys. Isn't 100,000s. Isn't 100,000s. And again, these are biblical wars that's been going on for 2 years. And a lot of money, a lot of it, were thrown in there. So you can't fool me and say 31,000. Stop it. Stop it. Stop, man. Stop. Because here's the thing. You have your people in the camouflage. They put their, life for the yellow and blue and for their leader. And this is how you repay them. How about those, again, the rest that put their, the yellow and blue first? That's pretty messed up for Mr. Z to come out to say 31,000. What about the rest? Man. Mr. Z figure of 31,000 may sound familiar. He offered the same estimate for the Bear comeback in June 2022, less than 4 months after the Bear Capital offensive began. He claimed on Sunday that the Bear forces had impacted 500,000. Come on. I said this years ago. Anything that comes out of this dude's mouth, I mean, I just don't believe it. I don't. 500,000, including 180,000 out. Although Mr. Z has downplayed the Yellow and Blue Capital troop losses, the casual were apparently high enough that, according to him, the Yellow and Blue requested a mobilization of up to 500,000 new soldiers in December. If 31,000 are out, what's the reason? What's the point of getting 500,000 new soldiers? I'm just saying. Mr. Z, if 31,000 are out in 2 years, again, that's incredible. I mean, the number is incredible. That's again, it will make him the best leader in all history. Actually, it would make him a better leader than King David. Oh man! Remember, guys, in the book of Samuel, in the book of Samuel, the Philistines versus, again, I'm just gonna spell out their names, the JEWS, the second battle, right? When they came out with the ark, and the Philistines were scared. It was like, oh, they coming with the ark. Oh, that's the ark that Moses brung, and this and that, Moses and Aaron. We're gonna be defeated. And the Philistine leaders like, have no fear. We will take them out, and we will take that ark. And what happened? That was a great battle defeat that day. I think it was what, more than 30,000 out in one day. Mr. Z is coming out and saying we only lost 31,000 in 2 years. Come on. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Okay, let me bring this up. So the Philistine fought, the ISR was defeated, and Evie fled to his tent. There were a very great, you know what, and there fell of the 30,000. One day. One day. That's the Old Testament. Mr. Z, you said that you only lost 30-something thousand men? Liar, liar, pants on fire. That nose keep getting longer. Pinocchio's like, man, you better stop it, man. Your nose has reached all the way to the sleeping giants. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.